Well, this is one way to get reveals, and I'm kind of disappointed in Konami for not revealing these cards sooner because, well, one of the things I want to say is that we waited for reveals for this set to the point where the database officially updated before any reveals. So, Konami, get your stuff together because this is not how you reveal a set. And honestly, I was excited for this set, but now it's just fully out there, and we probably have all the rarities because you can just go through the inspect element most likely. But let's take a look at the new pumpkin cards first, and then look at the reprints later. So we have Pumpkin, the Grave of the Ghosts. It's a level 6 dark zombie effect monster with 1950 attack and 2600 defense. You could reveal this card in your hand, set one Call of the Haunted from your deck or graveyard, and if you do, discard one card. That set card can be activated this turn. If this card is special summoned, you can special summon one level 6 or lower zombie monster from your deck, except with 1950 attack. Also, you cannot special summon from the hand or graveyard for the rest of this turn, except the zombie monsters. And you can only use each effect of Pumpkin, the King of Grave Ghosts, once per turn. So this is a very interesting card, if you would ask me, because if it's special summon, you can summon from a level 6 zombie from your deck, which is absolutely fine. Um, Overall, I definitely think it's a good card for the deck, but let's continue. We have Army of the Haunted. That's a very short effect. Level 6 of the Dark Zombie effect, 2400 attack and 0 defense. That's literally from the anime panel with Dragon Zombie, Clown Zombie, and Armored Zombie. If you control Call the Haunted and this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card. Okay, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Call the Haunted in your graveyard, set it. You can only use each effect of Army of the Haunted one per turn. That's alright. Kinda could have done more. That's kind of sad, honestly. Stare of the Snakehair. This is the Snakehair retrain. We have a level 6 Dark Zombie Effect Monster, 1500 attack and 1200 defense. You can only use. You can discard this card, add one Call the Haunted or one spell trap card that mentions it from your deck to your hand. If this card is special summon, you can target one attack position monster your opponent controls. That face up monster cannot attack. Effects are negated. Also, it cannot be used as material for Refusion, Synchro, Exceed, or Link Summon. And you can only use each effect as Stare once per turn. That's actually pretty good, being able to add any of your spell trap cards or Call the Haunted specifically. We have Great Mammoth of the Netherworld. Oh, a Golden Mammoth Goldfine? Or Great Mammoth Goldfine retrain. Level 6 Dark Zombie Monster. 2200 attack and 1800 defense if this card is special summon and you control Call the Haunted or Zombie Monster, except itself. You can target one card on the field, destroy it. You can only use this effect once per turn, and a zombie monster that has this card as material gains 1000 attack. Oh, these cards are. A couple of these cards are bad. Pumpkin, the Great Ghost King. This is the Exceed monster that they've been hyping up. 2400 attack and 2600 defense. Two level 6 zombie monsters. While you control Call the Haunted, your opponent cannot target zombie monsters you control with monster effects. You can only use each of the following effects of Pumpkin of the Great Ghost King once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Call the Haunted or one card that mentions it from your deck to your hand. You can detach one material from this card, then target up to 2 cards on the field, return them to the hand. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. Detach material, target up to 2 cards on the field. So it's a double compulse bounce. And you just get to add a card that mentions it or a Call of the Haunted if it's special summoned. Man, for hyping this card up, it really doesn't do much. Your opponent cannot target zombie monsters you control with card effects if you control Call of the Haunted. We have the Undying Legion. It is a rank 7 Dark Zombie Exceed monster, 2700 attack and 0 defense. 2 level 7 monsters. Once per turn, you can also Exceed summon the Undying Legion by using one rank 6 zombie monster you control. Transfer its materials during your opponent's main phase. Quick effect. You can detach 2 materials from this card or just one if all materials all of this card's materials are exceed monsters, then you can target one attack position monster your opponent controls, or one monster in your graveyard, attach it to this card. You can only use the effect of the Undying Legion once per turn. A quick effect graveyard. I could see you just generic level 7 decks running this if you just need a level 7 kind of like Hecka Hands or something, but honestly, it's alright. Okay, Call of the Forgotten. This card was hyped up. When this card is activated, you can set up to 3 Call of the Haunted from your deck and graveyard, and if you do, until the end of your opponent's turn, you cannot special summon except zombie monsters or monsters from the graveyard. Once per turn, if you activate Call of the Haunted, you can target one monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard, and you can only activate one Call of the... Okay, so that's a once per turn effect. Okay, so yeah, when you activate it, set up 3. Oh, this does not look good in my opinion. I can. They went from Odeon to this. Kind of sad, honestly. We have Ectoplasmic Fortification. Activate one of these effects. If you control no monsters, add one level 6 zombie monster or one of the Call of the Forgotten from your deck to your hand. Zombie monsters you control gain 400 attack, then you can draw cards equal to the number of Call of the Haunteds you control. You can only activate one per turn. Man, if you would have been able to activate one or the other, that would have been perfect. Instead, honestly, that's alright. I guess it's a Rhoda if you control no monsters. Oh, that's not that good. Vortex of Fate. We have a quick play spell card featuring Flame Swordsman and Time Wizard. When your opponent activates a normal or quick play spell card or effect or a monster effect. Okay. While you control a zombie monster and Call the Haunted, except during the damage step, your opponent tosses a coin and their activated effect becomes the following. Your opponent must banish one monster they control. You must banish all monsters you control. You can only activate one Vortex at a time per turn. I don't understand. Like, this deck just doesn't seem like it does much. Then we have Deadly Zombie Breath. Normal trap card. If you control a zombie monster and Call the Haunted, target one monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. If you control a zombie monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face-up card you control and one face-up card your opponent controls, send them to the graveyard. You hyped all this stuff up, and it is just like, all of this is not that good. How do you go from something like Odeon, a competitive meta rogue deck, to something that barely does anything? I'm kind of not impressed with this, even though so many people were so excited about it. Like, I'm a person who loves old school normal monsters and things from Forbidden Memories, and they kind of just fucked it up. Like, pardon my language, but you could have had something better on this. You could have had more effects on that, and an additional effect on this. But like that, this just feels like a kick in the face for how much that they were hyping it up. That it ended up being absolutely nothing. But let's get into the reprints and let's talk about them. So 000 is Uriah, Lord of the Searing Flames. And that is the alternate artwork, which makes a lot of sense, and that's probably going to be a Starlight Rare. So after the 10, we get into a lot of the imports, like the Tactical Tri-Pack, the Hero, or the Dark Magician, the Hero, and the Makanko cards. Then we have the rest of the limited packs, like for Red here, which honestly, Illusion Gate's going to be one of the best chases from these cards alone, along with Matador or Archfiend for the Archfiend players, and even Chaos Distill. Then you go into the special promos here, which is Voltic Thunder, which is going to be used in heroes. Light Water Dragon is useful in certain decks. But Drill Arm Dragon's going to be helping out Dragon Ruler. After that, we have V-Jump and Valuable Book Stuff, Chronicle Sorceress, part of Gaia and Vice Shark. Then we also have the promotion pack cards, which honestly I don't think any of these will see play. Then we get into a couple of the tournament pack cards. Stinger of the Electric Expeller, they probably didn't have anything to put it in, along with the Pendulum Monster as well, which we can't access because we don't have a TCG we don't have a page for that in TCG yet. Then we get into other V-Jump promos, so Lycer Crystal, which is Dragonic Warrior is a card that many players are ecstatic for. Nurikabi, then Burgundy the Magic Elf, Einroyd, Junk Mail, Infernity Queen. A lot of these, like Dark Kribo, Aquarius, the Shining Mars Saint. We have Dogmatica Lawbridge is in here. That's actually a good import for the people who want to play Dogmatica. Treasure Panther and Magnet Warrior Omega Plus. Then we have Overload Future Fusion Sandwich Day. Okay. And then we have Dark Magic Talisman. Now we do have more chibi artworks. We have Gaia the Fierce Knight, Elemental Hero Sparkman, Time Wizard, Pump King of the Ghost, Des Koalala, Armed Dragon level 3, Winged Karibo, Armed Dragon level 10, and Archfiend Harris, along with number 32 Shark Drake. Okay, so that's very interesting of a choice. That's very interesting. Now, doing a little inspecting in the whole entire source code, we can probably figure out a lot of the rarities for these. All the chibis are going to come in secret rare because they have a specific line of text, along with the alternate arts that we have here, which is Dark Magic Circle, Secrets of the Dark Magic. Then we have Mask Hero Darklaw, Mask Change, Huli, and Oheim, all being ultra rare, which is very interesting to say the least. Now, after that, we have Ilbud as a reprint, Dark Lord Ukobak. That's a very good reprint, in my honest opinion. We have Red Lotus King Flame Crime as another reprint. This is another good reprint. Flying Sea needed a reprint for quite some time. Santa Claus finally gets another reprint. The Electromagnet Warriors. These are cards that needed a reprint badly, and I'm glad that they're in here. Dark Lord Morningstar and Imdusk. I kind of wish it was Nastin instead, but that's fine. Delta as well, very good. Vampire Scarlet Scourge to fit into the pumpkin theme. Beat Bladesman for Hire. That's an absolutely good reprint. So that's gonna be one thing to think and take a note of. We have Necro Banshee, always good to have. No material. Honestly, I forgot the last time that this card got a reprint. Back in 2020. Sure, I'll take it. Absolouter Dragon definitely needed a reprint. We have all the Adamantipator tuners, which is honestly good. Zora's in here because the whole new support that we just got. And honestly, that's fine. We have the Soulful Cord reprints, Cutia and Gracia. The level 1's very good in the whole entire engine for Yummy, so that's good. We have Shaoshi the Spirado, which is good. Rescue Ace Impulse is in here to match with Fire Attacker in the OTS pack, so that's good. Warlord Furious Dragon finally has a reprint. The first Dark Lord is good, and also Albion the Sanctifier Dragon is in here. So inspecting the elements a little more, Albion is an ultra rare, which is honestly a downgrade, but it is leading up for a potential to get hit in a future format. So that's going to be one thing to keep an eye out. Vampire Dampire Shuridan. I've bought a lot of these and then sold them. Same with Mirrological Aggregator. It's always good to have aggregators on hand just in case. We have Wolo, the founder of the Drudge Dragon. This card hasn't had a reprint for 3 years. A Vampire Sucker, very good reprint. Condemned Dark Lord, that's an amazing reprint. This card was hitting like $60 on the market, so now it's reprinted. Quad Boral Dragon, very good reprint. Zombie World, Magic Planter, Magnetic Field, Banishment of the Dark Lord Contract. A lot of these cards really needed a reprint, like Mayhem for Hire. Lightning Storm's in here, Ultimate Slayer's in here. Actually, I'm gonna do this one live. Inspect Element. We're gonna be looking at this here. So if we look at the card itself, you can see here it says Red 2, and Red 2 is gonna be a rare. Lightning Storm as a rare. That is very interesting to say the least. But as we go through this more, it's gonna be very interesting. So Lightning Storm is a rare along with Ultimate Slayer. Then we also have Call the Haunted, Torrential Tribute, Imperial Custom, Solemn Scolding. That's a big one. And that is also rare. No, that's a ultra rare. That's absolutely insane. Um, Dark Lord Rebellion and Enhancement, Dominus Purge and Impulse. Those are both ultra rares in here. Oh, that's very interesting. Honestly, this is a very good set for reprints, but the actual makeup of the set for the imports and the actual 10 cards aren't as good as they should be. But tell me what you think on this whole entire set, because honestly, I was met with frustration and upset with the Pumpkin stuff. So, Konami, please do better on that, because everyone was waiting for these. OCG, TCG, everyone loves nostalgic, and everyone who loves the whole entire series, because come on, you disappointed us with this, and you put in so much work in the product page that it's pretty much pointless at this point. But anyways, I've been BoltSpider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye. Thank you all for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, hit that like button down below, and if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, and make sure to hit the bell to get notified whenever I upload. I would also like to thank FGH and Dragon's God 679 for supporting the channel through the channel memberships, as it's only 99 cents a month, and you can also join my Discord server, which is down in the description of every video that I post. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, and goodbye.